Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. So right now we will have a presentation of short film review with the title of Tomorrow, My Friend. And we are from group 5. Here is the members. First, Muhammad Aly Imron. The second, Juliant Filemon Richardson. Third, Viki Yudha Abdil Qirom. Fourth, Achmad Fahreza Maghribbi. Fifth, Ridho Firmansyah. And sixth, Febrian. And the last is Erick. So the first part will be presented by Ridho.
Thank you. Here I'm gonna present about theme of this short film. This short film has a theme of a depression in a thought. This short movie is about friendship between a young boy, Bruno, with his imaginary friend Arthur. Unfortunately, Arthur is an inner thought who persuade him to commit suicide. Arthur comes up into his life because he is such a depression young boy that has bad life. He has no friends, he has ignorant father, and even he gets bad score in his school. Until he finally decides that suicide is best solution for his messy life. A pity that he can't turn back the time because some decision cannot be undone. This plot of this movie is the storyline of the movie. The film is a mixture of forward and back flashback. The story begins with the main character, named Bruno, sitting in the university cafeteria and talking to his imaginary friend Arthur. The conflict in this story starts from the main character who feels bored with the same activities that are done every day, stressed with poor course grades, and his family is different to him. Arthur tried to help Bruno to get out of problem by forcing himself to make a decision to commit suicide, and it is at this time that the rising action pace begins to occur. The climax of the story is when Bruno agrees with Arthur's decision to commit suicide. Arthur prepares to shoot Bruno in the head with a gun. Arthur is just Bruno's imaginary friend, and it was at that moment that Bruno realized that he committed suicide not because he was shot in the head by Arthur. Then Bruno fell down and died. In the delusion, Arthur returns to tell and show Bruno that he is now completely died. Thank you. In the next, will present by my friend.
So the character of Bruno. Bruno is the main character in this story. Is a depressed person. He had a change in appetite due to stress and becomes a brooding and moody person. Getting a bad grades and having poor family relationships also cause him to be helpless. Next.
Next is interesting things in the film. What's interesting about the film is the depiction of mental health problems level, where the main character has a delusional disorder that leads to suicidal thoughts and also no other friends to chat with other than his imaginary friend, which comes from his own mind. So indirect message that on the one hand we must have self-awareness and we have to socialize in our environment. The next will be presented by my friend Muhammad Aly Imron.
Okay, the next is the unique things in these films. What's unique in this film is that the idea of imaginary friends. We can see in the film that the main characters has suffered depressions and that when he is unconsciously creates his imaginary friends. Also from this idea, we can understand that suicide is not only concerned with our external factors, and sometimes if we look closely, the problem is from the internal, from our own bad thoughts that we think about all the time that push someone to commit suicides. Okay, the next will be presented by my friends.
Okay, thank you. The next is something related to everyday life. So, even though we are introvert individuals, we can still tell the true problem we are experiencing to people we trust, such as our parents, family, friends, or even our partners. Indeed, not everyone can provide the best solution for us. but at least by telling our life problems to people we trust can make us relief because there are still people who care about us even under any circumstance. Thank you.
Okay, before ending this presentation, I would like add some moral message or the conclusion that I got after watching this short film. The point is never feel alone, never feel like a person who will have the most severe problem in life because basically everyone also has problems in this life. If you have a mental health disorder like the one in the film, it would be nice if you don't have a place to ask for advice. Just come to a psychologist, or you can also tell people who are close, for example, friends, family, parents, and partners. Also, not the best solution that will be obtained, at least will feel a little relief. So that's all from our group. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.